Hello everyone, Strategic Sage here, and do not adjust your sets. We are actually out of beta now with AI War 2. I want to do a quick update on that. I'm not going to have time to do a normal coverage of everything, but I'm just going to hit a few high points. There is a big long post that Chris Park put up on Steam yesterday with the release of 2.800, the first version out of beta. I highly recommend you read that if you're interested in details, or watch the linked series that I've been doing in the beta. Any of those would be good sources. And some good information there about what's coming up as well. Basically, multiplayer at this point is in mid to late stage public beta, so it's almost finished. The art for DLC 2, Zenith Onslaught, is coming together as well. That's still scheduled for May release. And there is an example of one of the Zenith creatures, ships, whatever you want to call them, in that post by Chris. So, just a few things I want to cover as the very highlights of what has changed if you haven't been playing during the beta. One of the first things you'll notice is tech is now wide instead of tall. It's better to research multiple weapons categories, such as what I have over here, other than throwing them into one or two, which was the previous advice. Now, GCAs are gone. They've been replaced by turret schematic servers, which serve a similar purpose, and they also have another one, the ODSS, Other Defensive Schematic Server, and that covers different items, minefields and tractor beams and tachyon arrays and things of that nature. There are a whole ton more additional hacks you can do. You can hack your flagships to convert them into another kind. For example, if we were to take a look at this one, we could just change it to a high energy transport, gives you more energy, or to a cloak to turn agile and get whatever kind you want. You can hack golems and lone officers for additional options there. They're just a whole bunch more hacking possibilities. You're not going to be able to drown yourselves in hacking points. You're going to want to use them on different items. Some of the stuff like the covert extraction hack is gone, but a bunch more has been added. So it's more of choosing what you want to use. In general, the AI will be putting more pressure on you with waves. They have what's known as the relentless wave idea, which is more waves. They're going to hit you more often. A lot of things have been rebalanced. Some of the golems have been rebalanced. All of the command stations, the force fields, etc. We have spies now, which you can build out to sort of scout out on planets that you have scouted, but you don't currently have vision on. You can upgrade your logistic command stations to get more vision if you want, etc. Just a whole raft of things going along that sort of avenue. Outguard have been reworked. They're not as overpowered anymore. Cost you 10 AI progress still for the most part, although that can be adjusted, but you only get one of them at a time. And you can see what you're getting beforehand, meaning you can see like whether they're going to, which planets they're going to be willing to go on, which is really helpful for you in making that decision before you acquire them. You start out with multiple battle stations now, and those also have similar adjustments you can make hacks as compared to the transport ones that we saw earlier. For example, this one right here, we can switch it to ensnare or gravitic or revealer or shield wall or whatever you want. So again, just a lot more choices. The end game is different. Some of the dire guard posts will spawn out on the other core worlds, and the phase 2 overlord is much different, a little more challenging to deal with. In an attempt to give the player more flexibility early on in the game, you can now respec your science. If you spent something and you don't like that choice, you can come down here, retrieve spent science, and you can get rid of any one investment you did for 5 hacking points. And so you have that choice to invest in something for early game and then turn it around and invest it in something else later. Now, it's still the same basic game. You're still dealing with metal, energy, science, hacking, AI progress. You still have the threat fleet, the warden, the hunter, the praetorian. You're still going to be going around the galaxy, capturing and moving around in a strategic manner. But it's just a lot of the ways in which you do that have changed a lot, and it's going to affect your traditional path on the way through. You can power up a lot quicker earlier in the game, but you're also going to be facing some increased strike back from the AI, particularly with the waves. So again, I really do highly recommend the link in the description to Chris's post on this if you want a lot more information, or the playthrough that I have done to try to get a lot more information out there about the beta. And I hope you're looking forward to Zenith Onslaught. I'm very curious to see how that goes and where the game develops. As always, any questions, comments, feedback of any kind, go ahead and leave them down below, and I will do my best to get back to them as soon as I can. We will continue, now that we're back on the main branch and we're out of beta, continue with hopefully more regular patch updates going forward. Until then, thanks for watching.